everybody. Hello. It's very wet and dull here as well. In answer to your question, Vicky, no, there are no new papers this week. I put a little post out on YouTube about it. So I've had a very busy week and I've been in a field of buttercups. Not all week, just for a couple of days. But yeah, it's meant that I haven't had a chance to make a new kit. I was just trying to catch up with videos and just prepping and lots of things. So yeah, no new kit this week, I am afraid. However, I thought we would revisit a couple of old kits. I haven't finished this card yet. A couple of old kits instead. So yeah, I'm going to try and get one out next week. It's just they take a lot of work to do, and then that on top of prepping for a live stream, prepping for a craft class, doing 2 videos, editing, uploading, blah blah blah, normal mum life, etc. etc. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And if you're really tired and you've got a foggy head, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So yeah, sorry about that. Vicky, I'm afraid no, not this week. Right, who have we got? Let's have a look. Nicole, it's been raining all day. Yeah, I have to say, when I was away, I was actually in Suffolk, the Suffolk, Norfolk area. So, Alison, I was quite near you, my field of buttercups. It was near to Bungay and Diss. So if you know that, you'll know that. It was sort of around that kind of area. Hi, Marianne in Eindhoven. Hi, Liz in Minnesota. Hi, Cindy in Laurenburg, North Carolina. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Cynthia in Maine. Hi, Lisa in Tasmania. Yeah, quite, Vicky. Oh. Hi, Cara. Adrienne. Was in Virginia Beach, now visiting with BFF in Alabama. Very nice. Hi, Debbie. Oh, hot and humid Texas. Okie doke. And hi, 0224JE. Don't know your name? Let me know your name. Hello. New person, which is good. Right, so no, I wasn't too far away, was I? It was just very nice. It was nice being in a field of buttercups and not having any worries and just chilling with old friends who I haven't seen for over 20 years. Very nice. Enjoyed it a lot. Hi, Regina in Buffalo. Joanne. Okay, hi, Joanne. I should try and remember that name. I can't promise anything because I don't have a very clear head right now. I'm just very tired. My brain's a bit foggy anyway. Right. Okay. So I'm going to quickly show you the. I'm just going to quickly put up. So this is the card we're doing today. In fact, before we get into that, we need to just go and do the giveaway first. So before we do the card, let's do the giveaway. So this was the die that we were doing. Also, if you're watching this back, don't forget that this is a live stream. It's going to be chatty. You can either come join us, which is far more interesting, or you can skip through it, because that's what I do with other people's live streams. I just skip through to the bit I want to see. Or you can wait, and eventually there will be an edited version of it that will go up, and then you can watch that instead without the chat. So they're your options. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And yeah, and then also I would like to see pictures of your cards, anything you make, like based on my tutorials or whatever, videos, whatever. And so in the description below, I've got a Pinterest board which is called Iced Images Inspiration, I believe. And you can request to join the board, and then I try every week, at least once a week, sometimes more, to check to see if anybody has asked for is requested, and then I approve it, and then you can then add stuff to the board, and then everyone can comment, and it's just nice. Just I don't really do Facebook, don't really like Facebook, so this is like my other option. So yeah, so please feel free to check out the description below for that. Right, so let's take that off, and let's take bear with, my brain's not working. There we go. Right, okie dokie. So the digital paper kits I'm using for today is the beach textures on my sample card, and then I'm also using the Paws for Thought as well, and that's available on my Etsy shop. But before we get to that, let us go for our giveaway. So as some of you may or may not know, what happens is if you buy any kit from my digital kit from my Etsy shop, then you get put into a draw. So every single kit you order gets you 1 entry in, and then at the next live stream, I then do a little giveaway. And last week's giveaway was this die. So I've got everyone who bought something, their numbers are in here. So we're going to draw out a number and see who has won this die this week. And it's for everywhere across the USA, England, wherever. Right, number 14. And number 14 is, bear with, let me find number 14. Where are you, number 14? Okay, let me find number 14. It is, bear with. There we go. Michelle Sigu, I don't know how you pronounce your surname, from Canada. So, congratulations, Michelle. I shall be sending this over. Just bear in mind, if you are overseas and I post something to you, it could take quite a lot of weeks to get to you. So, there you go. But yeah, Michelle, well done. You won this week's die, so I shall be getting that into the post to you some point this week. So congratulations to that. And then this week's die is going to be, obviously I haven't got a new kit, but it doesn't matter. You can still, there's lots of kits on there. So if you make a purchase between now and next live stream, you get a chance to win this. And this is like a coffee cup with a saucer. You've got a little spoon, and then this says cappuccino on it. So it's quite good for anybody coffee lovers. Then this is the die for next week. So yeah, so that's for the draw for next week. Right, so that's that done. So let's put that away. Let's put this away. Move that out of the way. Right, so let us show. So I'm going to be using this. So this was the sample card. I haven't completely finished it yet. I tried to do it before I went away to my field of buttercups. And I managed to make the base of it, but I haven't managed to actually finish it off. Let me quickly say hello to everybody. Mandy, chilly and wet in Queensland, yeah. Sandra, soggy Scunthorpe, yeah, sad times. Spider's Corner, hi from the New Forest. I love the New Forest, lovely. Karen, hello from Arkansas. Marianne, oh yes, okay, congratulations. Okay, so this card we're going to do is apparently there's a guy called Jay Soriano of Mitosu Crafts, and apparently they were the person who came up with it first. There might have been somebody else, but this is off somebody else's video. The person who I saw was someone called Robin Broom on YouTube. So that's where I got this idea from. And she said she'd got it from Jay Soriano of Mitosu Crafts. So there you go. So that's as far as I know with the originators. But I love it. So I'm calling it a 6x6 triple diamond crossover card because that's kind of what it does. So you open it up and you open it up, and then you've got these, which is where you can write your message. So it's a nice card. The one that she did folded down to be 4x4. So I've made mine 6x6, which does mean you need extra card. She did it all out of one sheet, but I didn't want a 4x4 because I don't really use 4x4s. So that is the card we are doing today. So yeah, and I've used some new dies on it. So this is from In Love Art Shop, this one. This is from a while ago, but some of you will notice this one, will remember this one. So this was a whole set of sentiment dies, and I use them all the time. Anybody who watches me regularly, you'll know I use them all the time. So if you do go over to In Love Art Shop, don't forget to use my code Iced Images. That will get you 20% off. Fancy schmancy. It is a bit schmancy, isn't it? Hi, Mickey in Omaha, Nebraska. And then this sunglass die, both sunglasses die, if you can see. So you've got the sunglasses, and then you've got like a little sea reflection, and then this is a slightly different shape of sunglasses. And these, I got these from Coca Rosa Studio. So this is my new Coca Rosa Studio dies, and you'll be seeing a craft tour video coming out for those soon. So if you use ICE20, you'll get 20% off your order for Coca Rosa Studio. Hi Shelley. Okay, you're going to watch on catch up. Yeah, that's fine. Cynthia, were the extra postage in the US? Absolutely. So yeah, so that's that. And then obviously There you go. So I'm going to put, I've got a beach hut die as well, which I'm going to put on the front, but I didn't have time to finish it. I didn't want to rush it. So yeah, we haven't finished this yet, but that's the card. So the papers that I used on this one is this pack. So this is my beach textures pack, and this is from a while ago. This is still available over on my Etsy shop, so go and check it out. So this is the beach one. Nice quick video for you. So that's the beach one, and that's still available. And I quite like it because you've got obviously like, you know, different textures and whatever. It's quite nice. So that's that. And then today I am going to be using the Pause for Thought one, which again is an old one. Well, it's a few weeks old now. So this is the kit I'm using for today's card. So just a little remind you what it looked like. So again, that's still available over on my Etsy shop. I thought I'd just do the quick video because then you haven't got to sit and watch it in slow motion, because most of you would have seen both of those kits at some point. But I just thought I'd just give you a quick look at what it looks like. Hi Diane. Yeah, wet Leicester. I think it's wet everywhere, to be honest, at the moment. Right, so let's get started with this card. Now I've stuck certain bits down and certain bits I haven't stuck down because you need to cut them up so before you stick them. So let's just wallop that there and start with these pieces. Right, let me get my thingy bob out. Scoreboard, that's the word I'm looking for. My scoreboard out. Okie doke. So to start with, you're going to need 2 pieces that are 6 by 12, and on both of them you just want to score at 6 inches. Now, a little side note, you do want to make sure that these base pieces are not very thick. All of your layers, your base, your mat, your pattern, all need to be relatively thin. Don't go too thin, is a balance, but you don't want to go too thick because you will end up with quite a wodgy card. Because I've tried to stay thin with this, and you can see, I don't know if you can see the wodge that I have there. That's quite a wodge. So it does end up quite thick. Okay, so just bear that in mind. If you've got 6 by 6 card blanks, you could use those. That's another option. So this one, this is quite, as you can see, it's quite bendy. It's probably about a 220, maybe 210 GSM, something like that. So that's those. And then you need 2 pieces that are 4 inches by 8. And you're going to score these in half at 4. And again, these just need to be the same thickness again. And that is all your scoring. You will need some more base pieces. You also need another 3 pieces that are 4 by 4. Okay, so you will need those, but they don't need scoring. So we'll come to those in a bit. But that's all your base pieces done. So then with these, we're just going to literally fold all of them in half. So if you've got 6 by 6 card blanks that aren't very thick, you know, sometimes some of the cheap ones you can get, and they're a bit flimsy and a bit naff, but they'd be perfect for this. And again, if you've got some 4 by 4 card blanks, I know I probably have somewhere. And again, if you've got thin ones, then they would be perfect for this. So we are just going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. So that's like that. So you end up with 2 6 by 6 card blanks and 2 4 by 4 card blanks. Nice and easy so far. So next up, we need 2. I'm going to get my standing knife and cutting mat. You can use your guillotine if you want, or trim or whatever. But my trimmer's off to one side and it's difficult to get to. Oh, where's my standing knife gone? Bear with. Where is it? There it is. And there's my metal rule. Right, okie doke. So, on one of your card blanks, you're just going to cut from the centre, the top of the centre score line, down to the bottom left-hand corner. Okay, so we're going to do that. And again, as I said, I normally do this on my guillotine, but I'm going to do it on here. So we're going to cut off this triangle here, like that. This is extra. We don't actually use this. If you want to keep this and use it some other way, you can, but we don't actually use it for this card. So we'll put that to one side. So that gives you that. Okay, and then what you want to do is take your other one, and if you have it going the other way, so it opens up the other way, like that. You're then going to cut from the top to this right hand bottom. Okay, so it's important you do opposites. I mean, you can flip your score lines round if you need to. If you get it wrong, you should be able to flip it round so that you have one going one way, one going the other way. So that is what you end up. So you should end up with those two pieces. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to stick one on top of the other. So when Robin made this on hers, she had a 4x12 piece. Okay, so with her 4x12, she scored at 4 and at 8, and then that meant she had one piece rather than having two pieces. But I did want to do a 6x6 and not a 4x4. So that is all of that for now. So let me put that away for a second. I'm going to need those back in a minute, but let's stick this down. Let me stick this down on here. So I'm gonna put some. It doesn't really matter which way around you do it. I tend to have the card blank that opens up the right way around. I tend to put that over the top because then you've got that crease line on the left hand side. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. But I tend to put this one on the top. That's what I did for my sample. So just stick that over there like that. Get it all nicely lined up. Just make sure that this side can fold over and then that side folds over the top. The other reason as well for doing it this way is because then I haven't tried it the other way, but I would imagine that this one, if you folded it in, then when you fold this one, that little point would get stuck. So that's another, this way round, if you put this one on the top, it just means that you've got a little bit extra gap, which then means you've got just enough clearance for shutting your card. So that's your crossover bit done. So we're going to decorate these pieces first, and then we'll move on to sticking these on. So, what have I just done with all my pieces? What have I just done with all my pieces? Oh, they're here. It's going to be one of those days today. Bear with. Right, so those are the extra 3. Okay, so for the middle, you are going to need, let's just put those there. And breathe. Right, so for the middle of your card here, you're going to need a matte piece that is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and a pattern piece that's 5.5 by 5.5. Now, little thing, I would go for non-directional. So for this one, you can go directional, but when you start getting to these pieces here, you do need to go non-directional with your patterns, because if you don't, it gets very confusing and it probably wouldn't work. It would work, but it's a bit of a, yeah, it's just easier. Just go non-directional. It's a lot easier. So I've gone for a thinnish matte card, which I think was about a 200, maybe a 180, 200, something like that. And then my pattern paper is 120. So yeah, you just want to go as light as you can, because otherwise you're going to end up with a very thick card. If you want to, you could actually miss the matte off altogether and just go straight and have a pattern. That would work. I just like the border of having a matte. So that's why I thought I'd stick the border, keep the border. So that's your centre bit done. So next you are going to need 2 matte pieces that are 5.5 by 5.5 and 2 pattern pieces, again like I said, non-directional, that are 5 by 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut these in half diagonally. So if you've got non-directional papers, it doesn't really matter if you cut that way or if you cut that way. If you've got directional papers, it's going to start being a problem. So starting with the matte, if you want to put tape on the back first, you can. And then we're just going to cut them in half diagonally. I'm using wet glue on this one, so I don't need to worry about putting tape on. But for the pattern paper, because I am going to be using double-sided tape, as you'll see in a minute, I've already put the double-sided tape on it. So I've got 2 triangles there, so they can go over there like that. And then we're going to cut this one in half diagonally. It's very dull here. It's gone very dull and gloomy over here. So that's that. So there's your 4. Oops. There's your 4 triangles. And then here's my 2 pieces. And as you can see on the back, I've already put tape on. And I deliberately did all around the edges and then one going from corner to corner. So I'm going to cut down that side. So then I should have tape hopefully on both sides. Hopefully you can see the tape there on the back. So I'm going to cut from the top left to the bottom right. I just need to make sure that it doesn't slip around because I've got double-sided tape on the back. But yeah, let's just cut down here. There we go. So as you can see, because it's non-directional, you can have it any way you want. It doesn't matter. So that is going to go onto there, and that is going to go onto there. And then we're going to do the same with this one. And again, I have put it on already. Right, so we're going the same direction again, from there to there. And like I said, if you've got directional paper, you just need to work out which way round you need to cut in order to get it the right way up on your card. But I would say just use a non-directional and make life easy for yourself. That's what I would say. Right, let's stick these down. Right, so let me stick these down. I could also do with some more suggestions of designs for paper pads that you would like to see. I have still got some written down from before when I asked you, so I am sort of working my way through that. But yeah, give me some more ideas for paper pad designs you would like for digital kits. So in the chat, let me know what kind of things you would like, and I can look back. You agree, Debbie, with non-directional? With it being non-directional. Oh, let's just get this into place like that. Get it nice and straight. Oh, there we go. Is that straight? Relatively. It will do. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Non-directional paper is the way. Gaming theme. Okay, yeah, I have done a gaming theme one already, Cara. If you have a look in my Etsy shop, I can't think. I have got one there, and I'm trying to think what it's called. Tech Time, it was called. Tech Time. So if you look up Tech Time, I have got one there. I am planning to do another kind of gamey technology type one. But yeah, I do have one in there at the moment. So just go and have a look and see. See if you can find it. Yeah. But I do have one. I do have one up there. It's got like no, it's not PlayStation, but that kind of like, you know, thing on it. PlayStation looking icons, I guess the word is. I don't know what the word is. But yeah, any other requests? I know mail papers are a thing. Steampunk. Okie doke. Yep, that's something I have thought of actually in the past. I was thinking about so steampunk, can't even talk. Steampunk. So like you have kind of vintagey clocks, cogs, that kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah, I had thought about that actually because I was thinking along the mail again up with Father's Day coming up, along that kind of thought process. Also, I have had a request for an armchair gift box, which I am going to do. Shannon, it is still on my list. It's just, yeah, I haven't got around to it yet, but it is still on my list. I'm hoping to get it done before Father's Day, but we will see. Hopefully we'll do it. I can't guarantee. Paper idea, herbs and lavender. Okay, cool. So like a herby, maybe a kitcheny kind of herby gardens, that kind of theme. Okay, yeah, I can definitely. That's quite doable, that one. Masculine colours. Yeah, I have got some of those already up. I've got the mechanical, Mr. Mechanical. I did a musical one, which is kind of like oranges and blues. I did a the one recently, which was urban graffiti, which has got kind of brickwork and stuff in it. What else have I done? I am going to be doing some more though. I'm trying to think what else I've done. Did I do a car one? Oh, I did a car one, petrol head. That was all blues and greys and blacks. But yeah, I am going to be doing some more mail papers because I do know mail papers are a struggle for everybody. So don't worry, I am on that. That is very definitely on my to-do list, at the top of my to-do list. So I will be having a look for that. Okie doke. What else have we got? I don't have any on golfing at the moment, Cindy. No, I was thinking of doing one that was kind of golfing, golfing and cricket, and do you know what I mean? Some of those sports together, like maybe pick 3 of the sports, like golf, cricket, and I don't know, tennis or something. I don't know. And put those together and do a whole pack based on like those 3 sports. So that's on my list because I know people are into golfing. So yeah. Gardening, yes. So that would fit nicely in with the herbs and the lavender. So I might have to do a gardening herbs and lavender. I did do a cacti crazy, which kind of was gardening, but obviously more based on cacti. But yeah, like spades and forks and lawnmowers and things like that. That's definitely garden sheds, things like that. Yeah, I think I've written that down. I think I've got that on my list already. So I will definitely, I'm going to go back through this live chat comments after and write all these ideas down. Some of these I think I've already got on the list, so that's good. Right, what else have we got? Nautical theme with navy. Yep, that sounds good. Did I do one? No, I don't think I've done a nautical one. Have I done a nautical one? No, I don't think I have. Have I? I don't think I have. No, I don't think I have. I did a red, white, and blue, but that was a floral one, not a nautical. So yes, nautical, good. I'll definitely add that to the theme. That's an easy one, and that could be male as well, so that's helpful. So that would be good. Okay. Little girl dress up, makeup, and nail polish. I've already done one of those, Liz. It was called Glam Girl, I believe. Is it Glam Girl? Glam. I think it was Glam Girl. And it had all makeup, nail polish, combs, lipstick, all that kind of stuff. It was a bit teenagey, so I don't know. You'd have to have a look and see, but you could use it for little girls as well. But yeah, I did do a thingy one. Board games, yes, Nicole. Now you say that is definitely that's one I was thinking of because I know Vicky likes red, white, and black. So I was wondering about doing like a board game one with like chess, drafts, that kind of thing, Ludo, snakes and that. Do you know what I mean? Like a kind of a more chess and drafts, but kind of black, white, red, keeping it, within 3 colours and then ticking that box. Because again, that could be, and like card games, because again, that could be used as a mail card as well, mail papers. So that's on my list. Yeah. But that's definitely, and also because my weekend, my 2 days away, it was a juggling convention, and we played some board games, and we also played a card game called Mal, which is a fantastic game. It's hilarious. It's very silly, and all you need is a couple of decks of cards, and that's it. But yeah, that did get me thinking again. I would like to do so. I'm probably going to do a card game, drafts, chess, something like that, in kind of red, white, and black. So that's definitely on the cards. If you excuse the pun, that's on the cards to do. In fact, that might be my next pack because I feel like that could be quite an easy one to do. Like it wouldn't take. I'm feeling inspired for it basically, so it wouldn't make it quite so hard. Hi Christine, don't worry. Yeah, coffee theme. Now, Liz, I haven't done a coffee theme. I haven't. No, I haven't. So again, that's another good one. Coffee theme. I need to look back at this chat later and write these down. Yeah, coffee theme could be good. I didn't know how much interest there would be. I might merge a coffee theme with a male theme as well, because those two kind of go together quite nicely. So that might be a good idea. So yeah. Stay tuned for that one. I think that could be a good idea. Yes, backgammon. Yes, Nicole. Yeah, so that would be good actually. And hello, cold and wet in New Zealand. It seems cold and wet everywhere at the moment. Well, not everywhere, but a lot of places. Liz, coffee. It's popular for cards and gifts. Oh, and tea. Yeah, I could do like a tea and coffee one, couldn't I? Yeah. Vicky, or on my page. Or on your page. Oh, I see. Yes. Sorry. I think I understand what you mean. Right. Okay. Keep them coming in the comments, but in the meantime, I'm going to crack on. So that's what you end up with. So you've got your crossover bit. So now you're going to need your 3 pieces of 4x4 base, and you're going to take one of them, and it's going to go on here on this back bit like this. But before we do that, let's stick the pattern piece on. So you're going to need in total 5 mats that are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and 5 patterns that are 3.5 by 3.5. And so what you're going to do is you're going to have, let me just separate these out because I had 3 of those. And then, okay, so this is the one I need to put on. So I'm going to put this one onto this piece like that. And then I'm not going to stick the others on yet because some of them go in different places. So let's just deal with this one first. Let me just stick this one down first. Birds, peacocks, robins, cockatoos. Oh, yeah, I could do like a brightly coloured bird theme, couldn't I? That would be quite cool because peacocks are always good. And like you say, cockatoos. Yeah, okay, cool. I shall add that in. Coffees and mail sound like old Simon's on Sundays. Yeah, so right, let me stick this down here. Okay, right, so this is going to go on the inside here. Now, I appreciate that my base card doesn't pop out very much against that pattern, but it's fine, whatever. Right, in order to get this lined up, I'm going to use a pencil, and I'm just going to very lightly along the top mark at 3 inches. So I know I need 3 inches there. And I'm going to mark at 3 inches along the bottom. And also at one edge, I'm going to mark at 3 inches along the side. You probably don't need all 3 marks, but I'm just going to do very, 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 very faint. And then I can kind of position this. So that point points at there, that point points at there, and this point points there. So then when I come to stick it down, that all works together. So let's stick this one down. And this is just literally a flat piece. You haven't got to agree to anything on this one because you're going to have it on the flaps instead. If you were making this card for lots of people to sign, you could make this inside piece just white and then have that for people to sign as well as the 2 flaps. That would work quite nicely. So yeah, so that's going to go there. That's going to go there. Like that. And that's there like that. Okay, so that's that stuck down like that. Now I find it easy to stick this one down first because then you can use this as a way of lining up your other pieces. So what we want to do is you're going to bring in your 2 pieces that are 4 by 8. Now, let me just bring in my original. On the one that Robin made, I'm pretty sure she stuck these in on the inside. So these went on the inside like that. Okay, and then they open out that way, and that one opens out that way. But I decided that probably it would be better to stick this on the other side, so on this side here, because otherwise what happens is when you open it up, so if I'd have stuck it like this, then here I would have a ridge. So I decided that if you open it up and open that up, this extra piece here covers this, this bit here, if you see what I mean. So that's how I've done mine. If you want to do it the other way, you can, because you've got so much bulk there, you do end up with a bit of a ridge. So yeah, it does make it a bit more tricky to do. Just bear that in mind. It does make it more tricky, but I decided that, so that's going to be like that. It's going to go outwards. And if we just bring that whole thing over, so I've got one flap on one side, one flap on the other. And then what we can do is we can line this up. In fact, actually, that needs to go. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so if we line this up here with the one on the back, then you know it's the right way round. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very gently make a little mark here on the inside. So you can't see it once this is stuck down, because this is actually going to be stuck on the, this bit's going to be stuck. The other side's not. And then we're just going to make a little mark underneath here. Ooh, hello. Just like that. And then keeping this in position, and obviously it's on the other side there, so you can kind of keep it in position. I can now see where I need to glue. So I'm now going to add some glue, or you can use red tape. I'm going to go along here till we reach our little pencil mark. Come down, and just glue there on the front like that. And then close that back up, just fold that over and stick that down. And it should marry up with the piece on the back. So that's what you end up with. Okay, let me read some comments while I'm waiting for this to dry. Safari animals, yes, that would be good. You know as well, the safari animals one would work well for children. If we did like a children's safari animals, that would work quite well. Because I know sometimes I get, I get requests for kids papers, and also safari animals could be boy or girl, so that would work quite nicely. Hi, Suzette. Right, so that's that like that. So then when you finished it, when you open it up, that's what you should get. Now, obviously, you can see this bit here, so that's where your extra pieces come in. So if we grab one of our spare pieces that I mentioned before, so this is your 3 pieces of 4x4. One's on the back, one's here, and this is going to stick just inside here and just literally on over the top there like that. So I'm just going to glue the back of my actual piece, rather than trying to glue on the card itself. So put some glue on here. Again, red tape, or you could probably use normal double-sided for this actually. But this is another reason why you really need to keep your chunk, your weight down on your papers, because otherwise this bit here gets very chunky. If you end up with anything overlapping, like mine is slightly wider, you can trim it off either before or after, it doesn't really matter. So that is that bit done. So as you can see, this is a little bit too long, but anyway, it's done now. I've stuck it down, so it doesn't matter, whatever. And then I'm going to go ahead, and on the inside here, this is actually where you're going to add your white piece. So obviously this is already pale, so I'm not going to bother putting a matte and then a pattern in. A matte and a pattern, a matte and a white piece. So on this one, as you can see, the flap here, I haven't bothered with a matte. I've just done a white piece straight in because my base was coloured. So it's up to you. If you want to just leave it, if you've got a white base, just leave it white and you can use that as your place to write. If you want to, you can add another matte piece, same as those, and a white piece, same as your pattern. So you can do that if you want to. Okie dokie. So with that being the case, we are just going to shut that, and on the front here, I'm going to add this one on. It's a bit of a shame I've got that there, but it's fine. Once you've got everything in, it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to add this one on into here. As you can see, your layers are getting thicker and thicker as we go up. More things we keep adding. So that's going to go on there like that. Okay, so that's that one done. And then if we turn this over here, we just need another pattern piece here. So I'm going to use one of these gingery ones, and that's going to go on there. So as you can see, if you're just using pattern without any mats, that will help cut down the bulk. But I just like it. I mean, the other thing is, well, if you like the matte look, but you don't want the bulk, you can always just ink your edges. So if you ink the edges of your pattern paper, that gives you a kind of a look of a border without having the extra weight of the border. So that is a possibility. So there's that one. Okay, so that is that bit done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the left-hand side. I usually try and do the right-hand side first because then that's the way it's going to fold flat in your envelope. So it works out better that way. So we're going to repeat the same process again. So this one, I'm just going to open this out so I can see that it opens this way, like that. Just going to shut that, turn this over, and then again, just while it's loose, just make sure it fits and matches up with the one behind. So they're all literally like stacked on top of each other. Once we're happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and do my little registration marks on the card below. And if you just make sure you do it just under the card itself, it means it's going to be slightly less than the, what you need, but it just means you're not going to see it. I'm going to rub anything out and just makes things a bit easier. And then with that in place like that, we're going to open this up and just add some glue. Travel themed with monuments from around the world. Ah, yes. Somebody else has said about countries. So yeah, I think I could probably do the two together. But like famous sites, that would be a good one to do. Okay, cool. And again, that could be a male. It could be anybody. It could be male and female. Cool. I should add that on. Right, that's that. And then if we shut this on top like that, I've got wet glue, so I've got a bit of wiggle room time, but it looks like it fits fine. So that's that one. You can already see the chunk we're starting to get here. You see, got a lot of layers. So you do need to make sure you go thin, but not too thin, but not thick. Right, okay, and then I'm going to go, because this is the front, I'm going to put this ginger one on the front. So let's just stick this one down. So let's put that on there like that. There we go. And stick that down. So it's going to go on the front like that. There we go. And then if we just open this up, this piece here is going to have this one on it. And then the other thing I need to do is just stick that extra base piece on the inside. And then that is then done. I hope it's not too dark for you. It's very dark here. It's getting darker and darker. Oh, on the screen it looks okay. On my tablet it looks all right. So hopefully we're okay. So this one's going to go on here like that. There we go. And then again, the same thing. Open that up. Get your extra base piece. And that's going to fit in there like that. If you want to, you can just make sure it's just a tiny bit smaller so that it really does fit and it's not too big, but hopefully that's going to be okay. Oh, I'll have a little bit extra, but it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. Excuse me if you can hear my cat outside the door meowing at me. She's not happy about the fact that I went away for 2 days and she didn't get any cuddles from me. So now she's being super needy. Well, they both are. Both of my cats are being super needy. Right. Okay, so again, just nudge it right up into the crease line. You don't want it to go over because otherwise you won't be able to shut your card. And then shut your card on it. So there you go. So that then gives you that on the inside. You've got 2 spaces to write here. If you've got lots of people signing it, you could add another one. You could add another one of these actually on the inside if you want to. So you open it up and you've got extra place there to sign. But that's that. And then all we need to do is decorate it. So I was thinking of having the big happy birthday on the front. That's what I was thinking of. And then having the smaller, I'm not sure. I had the smaller happy birthday on the front. It just looks a bit boring with the smaller one. I think I probably prefer the smaller one. And then I've got the cat. So in that Pause for Thought pack, let me grab it. It comes with bonus pages. Let me just move this out of the way a second. Oh yeah, so I also cut out some white pieces which were supposed to be for in here, but I don't need them because I'm not going to mat. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I don't want any more layers. So let me just move these out of the way. The small one, yeah. I think you're right there, Cindy. So you also get, in the Pause for Thought pack, you also get these bonus pages. So you get a whole sheet of dogs that are kind of small and medium sized, and then a sheet of larger dogs. And then you also get a sheet of cats that are smaller, and behind you can see some larger cats. There's the petrol head one I was telling you about. So I'm going to do a mix of dogs and cats on this one, I think. So I've got, in total, I have 1, 2, 3 spaces, possibly 4, 3 or 4 spaces for pictures. So let's just see what we have. Desert scenes, mountain scenes, woodland scenes. Oh yes, that sounds good. I think we'll put a dog on the front actually, because they're a bit bigger, the dogs are. And I'm leaning towards him because he's a handsome little fella, this one. And I've actually already stuck, so I've printed these off on 120 GSM, but then what I've done is I've put a layer of self-adhesive sheet underneath and then stuck it onto, I actually accidentally stuck it to the same one again, but I stuck it onto a piece of card, and then that means then I can cut round it and it kind of, you know, it's solid enough to be able to use. And then I'm just going to fussy cut them. I was going to do this beforehand, before coming on, but I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use, and yeah, I didn't do it, so we're doing it now. So you're going to have to watch me fussy cut. It's very dark here. Very dark indeed. My goodness. I'm not going too detailed with the fur. I'm just going to roughly cut round. Yes, Popsy, I can hear you. My son's off on holiday, so he could be looking after my little one, my little pussycat, but nevertheless, she's outside the door crying for me. Right. There we go. Almost done. Yes, I'm almost done, Popsy, don't worry. Right, there's him on the front. And then I think we should probably, so if he's on the front, I might use this even smaller. I might use a different birthday altogether. He's on the front, and then I think we need a, I might do a cat here, and then maybe a dog and a cat here. And I'm tempted to go for one of these black ones on the inside. Don't worry, Ali. I mean, that's a good excuse for being late. You know, it's nice. Being taken out for brunch sounds very nice indeed. Fabulous. Right, so that's that one. Let's cut this one out. Yeah, I'm not good at fussy cutting, Cindy. Not the best person to learn from. I always leave a white border because I find it kind of, it allows me to, you know, not be quite so exact. And also I find it makes the image pop a bit more. But I know some people don't like white borders, so if you don't like a white border, you can cut around. If you're good at it, I am not. Okay, oh, it's raining now. Okay, let's just cut around this one. These scissors help me do fussy cutting. If I try and do fussy cutting with any other scissors, I don't do very well. But these allow you to kind of move it around, kind of get it in the right place. I'm trying to fussy cut quick as well, which isn't good. And I'm not very good at talking and fussy cutting at the same time, so bear with. Right, there we go. So that's that one. And then I need a pussycat. I need 2 pussycats. So So let's choose these. I think I might go black and white here because I've got a black one there. So I think we'll go with this cute little one at the back here because that is very cute. Mandy, love those puppies. Yeah, they're really cute. Just all these little, I love these little pussycats and dogs. Are very cute. Very cute indeed. I mean, look at that face. How cute. How cute. Yeah, Cindy, I was thinking I should probably use my brother's scan and cut, to be honest with you, but just getting my head round how to set it all up right. And if you then do it, it doesn't cut it out right, or you miss something, or I have used my scan and cut recently to make a t-shirt design, which I was quite pleased at. It came out relatively well. I'm going to go around his tail. But it was a bit of a, I have to be, you know, mentally there to do it. Having a foggy brain and trying to do anything like that is really not happening. So, yeah. It would be easier on a scan and cut, I reckon. Oh, your pussy gets all curled up on the chair, Suzette. Oh, bless. I know it's overcast and raining here as well. I think one of my cats is outside. Well, she might be in now, but she was outside. And then the other one, because they don't get on, so we sort of have to keep them separate. The other one is outside moaning. Now, the whiskers kind of go over, but you can't see them that well, so I'm going to cut the whiskers off. I'm going to go for the whiskers. You can't really see them, and if I try and cut round them, it looks a bit odd because you can't see them that well. So we're going to go with that. That's fine. There we go. That's fine. That looks all right. You didn't necessarily know that there's no whiskers protruding. So that's fine. And then I just need another pussycat on the other one. So that's that one, that's that one. And then this one needs a pussycat on it. And I think, what was my other dog? My dog was that other one, wasn't it? I think I might use this one because it goes with the, I could use the, no, I'm going to go with this one here. I think. Let's go with this one. There we go. Right, let's put this one in here. Somebody asked about the fact they couldn't see the bonus pages on Etsy. The reason why I don't put them on the little video thing that I do that is on Etsy is because the Etsy video is square, and so you would miss off quite a bit of the bonus page, plus the fact it's kind of a bonus page, and sometimes it's a very last minute decision. Sometimes it comes after I've actually uploaded it all to Etsy, so I kind of leave the bonus page off, and that's why it's another good reason to tune into a live stream, because then you get to see the bonus pages. So yeah, I won't be putting the bonus pages on Etsy just because, as I said, they're kind of last minute usually. And the bonus, they're like a nice surprise, you know? They're a nice surprise. So yeah, I just leave them off. Obviously, when you go to download it, it will be in the folder with the other files. So that's not a problem. And it's on the PDF that you can download as well. So it's all on there, but just on the video and on the actual listing itself, I don't always mention it. Okie doke, so there's our little good cat. Right, let's stick these down. The other thing as well with doing a white edge is the fact I can stick that flat, which I kind of need to for this card. And it also means then that it still makes it look like it's going to pop. This paper that I'm printing it on is 120. It's a Navigator is the brand, Navigator paper. It's in like a yellow thing. I think I've got a link for it in the description. I've definitely got a link in the description for the for the 80 GSM. That's definitely in the description, but I think I'd corrected it to the 120 because the 120 is the one I use. I have used the 80 before, but I prefer the slightly thicker, the 121. If I haven't linked the 121, and when you click on the Navigator link, it takes you to the 80 GSM, then just if you just type in, take all the details from that, because it's exactly the same brand, it's just slightly thicker. I'm pretty sure that's what I've done. I'm sure it's I'm pretty sure the other one's a Navigator, but it's the 80 GSM is in like a white packet and the 120 is in a yellow packet. So just have a look. If you look up Navigator 120 GSM printer paper, that should hopefully bring you up. Yeah. Right, so that's that one there. Let's stick this one down over here, and then we can do the others. And we can do the other on the outside, and then we can work out what greeting we're going to use. Ooh. There we go. I can show you the pack I use if you want. Yeah, I'll show you the pack in a minute. So, because I'm much more visual, so I like to be able to see it. So if I see the packaging, then I can kind of know what I'm what I'm looking for. He's slightly off center, but that's fine. We don't mind. Right, so that's those two done. Then let's stick this one on. Oh goodness, I've paused. No connection. What do you mean no connection? Oh no. Bear with my my internet is saying it's got no connection. So bear with a moment. Oh dear. Not connected. Why is it not connected? Oh, there we are. Right, are we back? Are we back? Right. Can you hear and see me? Good. My tablet just suddenly dropped out, so I didn't know if everything had dropped out. So bear with. I'm sorry about that. So I'm still here. Good. Okay, good. I'm glad I only dropped out for me. I didn't drop out of anybody else. So I thought, oh no, because my laptop was saying I had signal and everything, but my oh gosh, but my tablet wasn't. Right. So I've had a bit of a glue explosion, so I'm just going to get rid of the excess glue on here. No, Mr. Glue, what are you doing to me today? Right, this one's going to go on here. Like that. And then this one goes on the front. Like that. And then I'm going to put my little happy birthday somewhere else. I have got a very little happy birthday, which I might use that. Cynthia, I know, it was starting to bubble up out of the tube, even though I hadn't actually squeezed it very much. So I was just trying to contain it. And I didn't want to just waste it, so I thought if I grab the other piece, then I can, Right, I have an awesome birthday. I've also got a birthday wishes. So I think we'll do a mix of these. You know what could be quite cool? It'd be good if that said have a Pawsome birthday. That would be really cool. I don't have that, but that would be good. Have a Pawsome birthday. I think I might. I'm feeling like here. I feel like that's. I think I'm going to go for there, and I'm going to do it with. No, it's already thick enough, but I am going to do it with a bit of silicone glue. I don't know if flat's going to look right, so I'm going to go with this one. So I've got Pinflair silicone glue in here. I've gone back to Pinflair again. I've used other brands in the past. I've used Dovecraft, which is good, and I've used Do Crafts Paper Mania, which also is good, but it doesn't. The whole stopper thing, it doesn't really do that. You have to kind of dig it out each time. So I've gone back to Pinflair again. It's going to go on there. Not going to make it stand up too much, just a tiny bit. This is the joy of silicone glue. You can make it stand up as much or as little as you want. And then I'll turn this over, but I'm just going to use my scissors so that I don't completely squash it flat. And then in the middle here, I've got birthday wishes, or I've got the happy birthday. Birthday wishes, happy birthday. Which do you think? Yeah, Pawsome birthday would have been great. Yeah, I need to do that as well, Suzette. I need to go through and declutter. I have started, but it takes time. I keep doing a little bit here, a little bit there. The happy birthday. Yeah, I think it's kind of a bit more. That's a bit too small. Gets a bit lost. I agree. I'm going happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Right, cool. Now this is going to have to be flat because it's on the inside. I have already put some tape on the back. These sentiments are from Trimcraft, not Trimcraft, they're not called that anymore. DRK Crafts, and they come with a foam pad on the back. So I've literally taken the foam pad off because obviously I don't want to have extra bulk. So we're going to stick that in. Hopefully that's straight. Who knows? I think it is. And then on the inside here, you could obviously write your message, or you could, stamp a greeting or whatever. Have your little birthday wishes, whatever. I don't know. Stamp it in the middle. Whatever you want to do, or have it on its angle, whatever you want to do. Yeah, and then that's your little card. And obviously it's quite a nice card because you can post it, and it's 6 by, well, I say you can post it, it's heavy, it's very this is a very heavy card, and it's also very junky, as you can see, quite junky. But yeah, but it stands up nicely. If I stand it up, it stands up nicely, and as you can see, this starts to open. If I try and I'm going to try and turn it round. So that's kind of what when it's standing up, that's kind of what it looks like. And so obviously, because you've got these that open up, it's just it looks quite nice because they kind of stand proud, which kind of gives it a bit of an extra dimension. Yeah, quite a nice mantelpiece pleaser, I think. So there you go. So as I said, if you want to go and check out, that's the other one I did. If you want to go and check out Robin Broome, Broome spelled Broome. She's on YouTube. That's who I first saw do it, and she does one that's 4x4. So if you want the smaller size, then go and check her out. I haven't yet found Jay Soriano of Mitosu Crafts. I haven't actually found their video on this yet. I still need to find that, but I think they did a 4x4 as well, possibly. I don't think theirs was 6x6. I'm pretty sure it was 4x4. So yeah, but yeah, go and check them out as well, and just see, because I'm sure you can do different sizes of it. It's very simple, really. You can easily upsize this. So for those of you who like the larger cards, those of you who like an 8x8, just get 2 8x8 card blanks, cut them how I did, cut the diagonal off the 2 right hand sides, overlay them together, and then work out what your square is going to be. So what I did was I actually measured from there to there, and then just came in slightly, because I think this ended up being 4.5. I think if you go from the 3 to the 3, it ends up being 4.5 inches. And I tried with a 4.5-inch square, but it was just a little bit. Anyway, here's my little sample card that I did. So this is my little sample card. And it just ended up being, I don't know if you can see that there, it's so close to the edge, it's so close to the crease line that you end up with the corners getting dented. So I thought, right, I probably need to make that a little bit smaller and make it a 4x4. And actually, I think the 4x4 works fine because it's close enough that it looks like it's the whole area, but it's not so close that you're denting your edges. So if you do an 8x8, just stick your 2 8s together, measure to see what this is going to be, and obviously make it into a card blank, so double it on one length. Yeah, and you can do what you want. I mean, if you want to, you can make these slightly smaller if you want to. But yeah, so this is my little sample card. I always do a little sample, and as you can see, this one I did the way that I think Robin did it. So I stuck it on the inside, and then realised if I put something over the top of that on the front, you're going to see that line, that wedge, and I didn't want to be able to see that wedge. So that's why I've stuck it the way I stuck it on the outside. So yeah, there you go, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed today. Apologies for the lack of digital pack this week. As I said, I've been away, been busy. Yes, my brain is frazzled. So so there you go. But yeah, go and check out the other 2. Go and check out the Beach Textures pack and also the Pause for Thought pack. And I will endeavour to get one up for next week. I will try. This week is school holidays, so bear that in mind. I'm gonna have less time to get stuff done. I currently have nothing scheduled for because normally I kind of line my videos up and get them scheduled ahead of time. And usually by this time in the week, I've definitely got one scheduled for this Friday and this Sunday. And then next Friday and Sunday, I've pretty much done as well. However, at the time of recording this video, I don't. I just don't have anything scheduled. I don't think I've even got anything scheduled for this Friday and this Sunday at the moment. So I'm very much behind and it's school holidays. So bear with me. If I don't manage to get a digital pack next week, you just have to bear with me because I am struggling right now. Okay, so just so you know, heads up, heads up. Yeah. Yes, Annie, you do that. You watch the replay. Skip through all the chitty chat. Right, what was I going to say? Yeah, don't forget to, where is it? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And I'll see you all again next time. And breathe. Yeah, well, tomorrow, Suzette, I'm planning to be going indoor skydiving with him. So that'll be interesting. Never done that before. So, yeah, fun, fun, fun. So I would endeavour to do my best, but I cannot promise anything. So yeah. Right, so that's that. And let me go over to here. Right, so I will see you all again next time. See you next week on Tuesday. And yeah, have a good week. See you next week, everyone.